Everybody gangsta, but we never see you flexing on your true enemies. Hey, I forgive myself for what I've learned to do to you. No more depending on a ghost to do what I need to do. Never will I beg for justice from the likes of you.
What's going on, y'all? Faiya started Rekord Here. Just want to touch in and bring up a couple of topics real quick. I was thinking about what's going on in Africa, about what's going on amongst black people altogether. This virus thing has really awakened us. Yeah, this virus is really waking us up a little bit. We're finally kind of seeing things for what they actually are versus what people say they are. And us having to rely on ourselves for what we need is more evident than what we could ever imagine at this point. Simple things like relying on other people for toilet paper and things. It's a dangerous idea. It's a dangerous idea to rely on people for things like that. Anything that can be held over our heads becomes a tool of warfare. At any given time, they can shut off, the sources of things that we use. They can shut it off at any moment. What are we gonna do about it? We're not ready. We're not equipped. We're not physically capable to do these things on our own. Not that we have no ability, we have plenty of ability. Just we lack the resources, the conjoined resources of multiple different partners and the conglomeration of ideas and minute abilities amongst us. For example, one of us might be able to do graphic design work. Another may be able to do machining and creation of metallic parts for machines. Another one of us may be able to do plastic fabrication, plastic parts, stuff like that. Other of us may know how to use 3D modeling equipment, as well as other types of graphic design equipment. There's many aspects to how we can join ourselves together and help each other to come up out of something like this, or to avoid something like this altogether. That's the point that we miss a lot as black people here. We have become so reliant on everyone else that we don't even know what it looks like to see a black person in power other than over the TV screen. And it's not even true power. No. Oprah Winfrey not powerful. She's only powerful against her own kind. You know, her friend Gail, whatever that is, only powerful against her own kind. Meanwhile, Caucasians, they harm whoever they want because the system belongs to them. That's another point. We live in the system of Caucasian terrorism, aka white supremacy. This is the system we live in. And in that system, they govern everything. They control every aspect of our natural life. From the things we watch, to what we brush our teeth with, to how we clean ourselves, you know, toilet-wise. They control all of that. You know, having the tools available to you, just merely having the tools alone, you know, can kind of guarantee you some degree of success. You know, for science people, scientists and engineer people like me. I'm a musician as well, obviously. If I started, what God. But having the availability of technical tools is it is a wonderful thing. It is more than wonderful. This is the reason why a lot of times in the past, black people were kept out of technical schools. You know, we were blocked from many technical associations because the objective of Caucasians and their system of terrorism, aka white supremacy, is to keep themselves supreme. And you can't be supreme with people who know how to do exactly what you can do. So, even though we created this country for them, we built this country, we built this system for them, they run it. And they terrorize us with it. And it would not be in their best interest to have us be able to create this system again. They don't need that. Everything that is got by them has been gotten unequally, unevenly, you know, unfairly, always at a disadvantage. Speaking of us, always at a disadvantage. It would never serve them to empower us. Speaking of reparations, it would never serve them to give us the money to do things. It would never serve them. You see, there's no land available for us to spread out. There's plenty of land. There's plenty of land everywhere. Plenty of land everywhere. We don't have to build out, we can build up. You know? Multiple levels, skyscrapers, multiple floors. You know? A couple of thousand of us living in the building, maintaining it. Weaponized, obviously. Can't have nobody aiming in on us from the sky. That would suck. But these things are possible. And Caucasians know they are possible because we did it before. And now that we know what we know, we can do it again. Except about 10 times better. Maybe not in my lifetime, but in my grandkids' lifetime. I don't believe we have that much time left either way. But these are some things to think about. I make the songs that I make these revolutionary songs because of the simple fact that that's what we need right now. That's what we need right now, you know. We need revolutionary songs. We need revolutionary theme music. We need music that's going to empower us to think for ourselves. That's going to empower us to love each other. That's going to empower us to, you know, think before we act upon harming each other. We are our own military. And if we are constantly engaged in destructive behaviors, as we have been taught to do through self-hate, we're just eliminating our own army. And as you can see, the strongest of us are in prison already. That's by design. Imagine those dudes in prison with the mindset to do right by their own kind and eliminate all enemies of us. They would be unstoppable. We would be unstoppable. Look how many millions of black men struggling to survive in prison on false charges, trumped up charges, just random foolery, simply because they're just able to be terrorized and they have no recourse. The power in that alone is disgusting. Caucasians have the ability to just walk up on you and be like, I don't like you today. 20 years in prison. I don't like how you looked at me today. You look like you run stuff. You raped my daughter. How about that? Now you get to die in a tree. That's the power they hold. But they only hold that power because we give it to them. So it's time we take our power back and do something with it. We need ships in the sky. They got their airplanes. We need some stuff in the sky too. It can be done. It won't even take that long. All the technology is here. See, it's a wonderful thing to exist in this time. It's a hard time to exist in, but there's power in this existence that we have, this stressful, abusive existence that we have to live in. Under our oppression, we have created things that have been stolen and reused and rehashed and called something else. But our fingerprint and our facial print remains on it. Okay, from the music we listen to the things we see on TV, to everything seeming to be popular at the time. There's a black person behind it somewhere that's been hidden. Like the black girl that created the renegade dance. Everybody saw in the millions that she created the dance, but they had no problem with putting a Caucasian at the forefront and paying this Caucasian to basically perpetrate fraud and taking all the glory and the money for the black girl's dance that she created. Okay? It was not until black people, our people, stood up and was like, you know what, no, we're not going to allow this time, because if we allow this, we're going to keep allowing this stuff. Black people stood up. And black people that have some semblance of power, the rappers in the industry, you know, the artists in the industry, you know, they was like, all right, we're gonna shine on this girl so she can get her due. And now you have the music artists finally seeing how they can use their power. They don't have to be cowards anymore. Okay? I wanted to be in the industry, but I said, you know, to hell with that. I'll just stay on my own. Whoever likes my music likes it. Whoever does not, oh well. We live in a weak society. Weak black society. Everything we do is perpetrated in weakness. We harm each other, we abuse each other, we speak lowly of each other, we look in the mirror, and we want to be somebody else. All the hallmarks of mental illness and purposeful abuse. So, it's time to get technical. Music artists, if you are a musician, if you create anything, it is time for you to start endorsing technical ability among black people. We need more engineers. We need more electronics people. We need more mechanical scientists. We need more chemists. We need to start creating these new weapons. You don't need gunpowder for. Okay? This is what we need. So, with all that being said, check out my songs, Faiya, Staar the War God. That's Faiya, spelled F-A-I-Y-A. Staar, S-T-A-A-R, the War God. Check me out, bro. Sis, love ya, bless.
Everybody gangsta, but we never see you flexing on your true enemies. Hey, I forgive myself for what I've learned today.